Greetings. Greetings. Derrick here. Welcome to my beginning. This will be a interesting ride to be on with me. I've been going through this journey for quite a few years now, and through the progression of time and things that I've gone through, I've been subconsciously and consciously working on a message in my heart and my soul. I've been doing a lot of introspection and just examining life. So I want to thank y'all for being here at the beginning of my journey, or I should say, the beginning of the public portion of my journey, because I've been doing this on my own for a while now, and I want to invite you to join me on my progression of growth. And I hope you forgive me, but I have a weakness for Macanudo cigars. So first, let's start out by talking a little bit about what we're doing here. What I'm laying out for you is a progression of success. And giving you some of the wisdom and knowledge that I've earned through the years on how to become successful. But one of the first things about success is this. Never judge a man by position. Always judge him by his progress. Let me say that again and let that sink in for you. Never judge a man by his position. Always judge him by his progress. See, if you're a biblical scholar, if you're a Christian, or if you've read the Bible, one of the things that you'll find in the Bible is that the Bible teaches you that you know a tree by the fruit it produces, not by the grove it's standing in. So in your life, if you look around and you really examine your life thoroughly, and you find that the fruit that the tree of your life is producing is something that you don't like, well, maybe in time, or maybe it's time to, instead of switching groves, to pull that tree up by the roots and plant a new tree. You see, if you find your life unfulfilling, unsuccessful, if you find your life is not what you would like it to be, it's time for you to plant some new seeds and grow a new tree. A lot of people, they try to reinvent themselves, or they try to reinvent their lives. But sorry. A lot of people, when they try to redo the fruit of their life, when they find they're not fulfilled with the fruit that their tree of life is producing, what they do is they try to say, let me try a new job, or let me try this, or let me try that. But they never really look at their tree of life, because that is your body of work. Your tree of life is your body of work. Your life is the sum total of your decisions and your actions up to that point. And only you can change that. Your mama can't do it. Your daddy can't do it. The pastor can't do it. The preacher can't do it. Some guru sitting on a mountain somewhere can't do it. You can't do it watching some promotional videos. You can't do it, if I think it, I could be it. No. You have to physically go in and do the work. It's not enough just to think about it. You see, vision without action is a hallucination. Just like action with no vision is mental masturbation. Yeah, that's what it is. It's not going to get you anywhere. You just keep running around in a circle like a rat on a little maze or a hamster on a wheel. All that hard work is you're on a treadmill. James Brown said it best: talking loud but ain't saying nothing. So here's the thing: if you really want to redo that tree of life, if you really want to get to where you really want to go, first you have to develop a dream. First you have to have something to be moving towards. And it has to be worthwhile and sustainable. It has to be something that you feel deep in here. You may not be able to explain it to everybody, and maybe it's a good thing you can't. Because if it's your dream, it ain't meant for somebody else. They ain't got to understand it at all. It's probably helpful if they don't. See, here's the thing. What your destiny is yours. It's not meant for somebody else. And I've heard it before from a lot of people. The wealthiest place on this planet is the graveyard. I say that, and it's true, because most people that die take all of their dreams and aspirations with them. You don't want to be laying on your deathbed, looking up at what you could have been, looking up at your dreams, looking up at your destiny. And they're looking down at you with those big dead eyes saying, we could have been if not for you. That's right. You got to get out of your own way sometimes. You got to get out of here sometimes. You actually got to get out and you got to do the hard work. You got to put a plan together. And when I say a plan, I don't mean I'm going to buy some lottery tickets or, yeah. I'll marry a rich person or, They say if you build it, they will come. I'm calling bullshit. It's not that if you will build it, they will come. There are a lot of great ideas out there that people had and they tried it and they fail. Businesses open and close every year. They fail. Restaurants fail. Before they invented the airplane, there were probably thousands of people that tried to invent ways to fly. Sometimes luck does play a part in it. Very small part. Less than 1/10 of 1%. The other 99.9 is you. See, I say that because remember when I started on, I said, you don't judge a man by his position, you judge him by his progress. See, if you find someone with no legs and you judge them by where they stand, you're not really doing a fair shake to that to that person. But if you judge that person with no legs by how far they've come, now you're on to something. Now you have a lesson. So let's go back to that tree. And that tree of life that you're digging up. All of those things that aren't being successful for you. All of those things in life that you don't like. If y'all gotta forgive me. My pollen and the allergies are really killing me right now. I guess the smoking doesn't help either, but we've all got bad habits. But the point is, that tree, right? So when you're pulling that tree up and you decide it's time to get together and figure out what I want to do, and you develop your goal and you develop a dream, the first thing you want to do is pull up the roots of that old life and take that whole tree and just burn it and destroy it and get rid of it because it's no longer you. Now, you got to keep that in mind. That's the first thing you should keep in your mind, and always keep it in your mind, because that is the past. They call it that way because it's behind you. So quit turning around and looking at it. Now, when you planting those seeds for that new tree. You want to make sure that you got all of those roots out from that old tree. Because sometimes those little seedlings and those little roots that are deep down in there that you don't see and don't know about can have a bad effect for what you're trying to grow in the future. See, all those little seedlings might pop up in ways that could be a family member that would hold you back. Could be friends, could be your baby girl, could be your son, your daughter, your habits, your lifestyle, your circle. Could be a lot of things. Could be all the messiness that you still got hidden in your heart and in your brain. See, a lot of times we get in our own way. Like, I know a lot of people that are in the process of addiction or addiction recovery. And sometimes we say, things are turning around for that person when they hit rock bottom. Not always true. Some people hit rock bottom and stay there because they like it. Some people hit rock bottom and stay there because they ain't got the willpower. They ain't got it in here to get out. Sometimes people start at rock bottom and that's all they know. That's what they're comfortable with. Sometimes people at that rock bottom get mad at you when you try to climb out. That might be why sometimes people are throwing shade at you. That's probably why you have haters. Little tip here, you're supposed to have haters. You're supposed to. Listen to them. Not everything they say is BS. Sometimes what they say has truth in it. You've got to be humble enough to really listen to what people are saying about you and analyzing it truthfully for what it really is. Could there be some validity to what they're saying? There could be. Most times there probably is some validity in there somewhere. But you're supposed to have haters. People always talk about haters and this and haters that. Or I know a lot of dudes in the street. They always talk about, snitches and all like that. Listen, they told on Jesus and John Gotti. You're going to have haters. That's right. Jesus and John Gotti got told on. Who the hell are you not to have a hater? For real, for real. They shot Martin Luther King and Malcolm X. Hello, might be a message in there for somebody. Whether you believe in Christianity or not, historic records tell it. Listen, they crucified Jesus. Everybody that's quote unquote on top has haters. So if you don't have haters, you ain't trying to do nothing. That's just what I see. So let's move on from that. So that tree you're planting, first lesson is get rid of the old one and kill the roots. Get all those bad habits. Dig in here and get rid of all those little seedlings. Dig in here and get rid of all those little roots. Dig into your lifestyle, your choices, your habits. See, here's the problem. Sometimes, and you see it all the time, a person, they'll get fame and success, but their talent and abilities will take them to a place that their habits and their lifestyle won't let them stay. You see it all the time. People make it into the NBA or the NFL, or they get millions and millions of dollars, or they become a big singing sensation or actor or whatever, politician. They get to the pinnacle. And then they fall and flop. Couple examples, Jim and Tammy Faye Baker. Great examples of people who made it to the top in the 80s. And their character wouldn't let them stay there. Mike Tyson. His talents and abilities took him to a place his character would let him stay. The world has a lot of examples of it. And I'm not saying these are bad people. I'm not judging them. But what I'm saying is there are great examples of how talent, ability, skills, luck, whatever you want to call it, can take you someplace that your character won't let you stay. So again, to rebuild that tree of success that you want, to show that, to have a fulfilled life, you got to dig in here, dig in there deep, go all the way, find all of it. In here, find all of it, and clean it up. It's not going to be an overnight process. You're not going to go to a mountaintop and have some guru show you the path, and they're not going to sprinkle some little water on you and say, go and sin no more. It's a process. Gonna take some time to clear all that up. And you may never beat it all. But you're not being judged on position, you're being judged on progress. So if you're better tomorrow than you are today, you're successful. If you're better today than you were a year ago, you're successful. And don't let nobody take that from you. You've got to own your own joy. You've got to own your own success. Don't put your value in somebody else's mouth. Because that means anybody can tear you up or build you down. No, you've got to have it in here. Because once you earn it, and you earn it, in here when you earn it, nobody can take it from you. When I earned the title U.S. Marine, I earned it in here. Nobody can take it from me. So that tree of success, you got to go through it. Clean all of those roots out. Get all those little seedlings and those little roots and things that are down up underneath the surface that you don't see, and kill them off. And even if you think you got them all, some of them are going to pop up on your journey. Things are going to come up that you have forgot about, or you never thought about, or had no clue about. They're going to pop up. And it can either speed your progression or hinder your progression. But it all depends on you. See, life is like a grindstone. It's either going to polish you up or grind you down, depending on what you're made on. The same hot water that boils an egg will soften a potato. It ain't about the hot water, it's about you, dog. Trust me, I know. I've been there. There ain't a bad place on this planet you can't tell me about that I haven't been. I've been there, I've done it. I've overcome some things. I've made some bad decisions, made some good decisions. I've been poor. Can't say I've really been rich yet. So you might have me there, But I've been through a lot of it. So take my advice on this. Start with the tree. Because the tree is here and here. These are the branches that taking you everywhere else. These are the roots down up under, nobody can see but you. So once you have that seed that you want, once you have that goal, that seed, that desire, that whatever it is you want in the future, that's your seed. Once you have that, you've got to find fertile ground for it to grow in. That fertile ground is in here. See, in life, you got to have a vision. You can't ever build anything without a vision first. You can't. It's never happened in life. It won't happen in life. I'll give you an example of that. Try to build a house with no plans. Go ahead, try it. I'll wait. Pause right here. I'll wait. Couldn't do it, could you? All right, wherever you're at right now, get up and go into another room without ever knowing how to do it. You can't, can you? Because it has to start with a vision and a dream. It has to start somewhere in here. But what's in here has to come out of in here. They have to work together. You got to have a dream and a goal. So once you have that seed, you got to plant it in fertile ground. That fertile ground is in you. then you got to nurture it. So I have this philosophy that if I'm the smartest one of my friends, I need new friends. If I'm the wealthiest one of my friends, I need new friends. If I'm the most successful one of my friends, I need new friends. Because I always got to have somebody around me that makes me want to aspire to something. That makes me want, you know what, maybe I should be like him or her or them. They got something that I think I need in my life. They got some measure of success or intelligence or leadership ability or skill set. They've got something that I think is interesting, that I think is progressive. And then there are people in my circle that, yeah, that's a bad example. That's what I know I don't want to be. But it's okay to have them around because sometimes I need a constant reminder of, let me change my mind about doing that. I think I'm gonna go over here. Yeah. Not saying I'm better or worse than anybody else, but I think I can make at least a decent decision about what's good for me and what's bad for me. But I'm gonna put a pin in this and leave the rest for later. This is just my first introductory video. My name is Derrick Laster, and I thank y'all for taking this journey with me. And you can always find me right here. And I think I'm gonna start doing these videos. So y'all come check me out, okay? Derrick Laster. And the way I should have started this video is like this. Any good that comes out of these videos comes from Allah. Anything that's helpful to anybody comes from Allah. Anything I've said that's wrong or that's flawed comes out of my own weakness or shortcomings. The second thing I should have started out with was for my daughter Autumn. I love you, baby girl. You are my heart and soul. The best thing that ever happened to me in life. You are all of the beauty in life. You are the best thing that's ever happened to me. You are all that I want for the future. I love you and I miss you. And looking forward to spending some time with you. Give your dad a call whenever you get off the phone. I know you're a teenager now. You're a big girl, but dad still loves you, okay? All right. Peace, people. Talk to y'all later. Deviant Puppy out.